Hello everyone, welcome to our Gemini Adoption Series Module 2, and in today's module we're gonna cover a different topic which is related to prompting your AI. Before we start our webinar, let me introduce myself first. My name is Brenda and I'm a cloud consultant from G-AsiaPacific, a Google's premier partner, and I will be the speaker for today. So today's topic is entitled The Prompt Engineering Best Practices. So we're going to learn how to give instructions to the AI in order for us to get the results which we want. So in this slide right here, you will be seeing Gen AI outputs are only as good as your input. So what does that mean? It means that the result that you receive really depends on your prompt. So for example, just like when you're studying, the more you study, the more knowledge you get, and the better results you will get, right? So it works the same way. So in this slide right now, you will gain some fun facts. So did you know that the most successful prompts average around 21 words? So I think most of us does not know about this. Me too, until I get this information from Google recently. So you might be surprised to learn that the most effective prompts average around 21 words. So why? Because detail matters. The more context you provide, the better the AI understand your needs, leading to more accurate results. So, for example, the learning machines, right, process vast amounts of data. So, a detailed prompt provides the necessary context for them to leverage the data effectively. So, a well crafted prompt isn't just a suggestion, it's the key to unlocking the full potential of AI. So, it also significantly improving your experience and the quality of the output. Okay, so what is prompt engineering and why does it matter? So, prompt engineering is about crafting effective prompts to get the desired responses from Gemini. It matters because the quality of your prompts directly impacts the quality of the output. So, with that, I am going to share with you on how to get the most from Gemini with the right prompts. So in this slide, you will be able to see the four key elements to a prompt. So you will be seeing the persona, the person, the task. The task means what you want Gemini to do. Context, and the context means what you want Gemini to help you to come out with. And the format is in which kind of format you want. All right. So the best prompt is based on that four foundational prompt elements that I have shared with you before. So the components of the prompt just now, right? So the first one is persona. So set the stage. So persona is how you set the stage for the tone and the voice. So for example, I am a CEO of a company. So what goal do you want to get from this from Gemini? So here you describe the detail of what you want. And then context is to help the model, to help the AI to understand more of what you want. So give it more details. So context is more details. Then format is in what kind of form you want the result to come out with. Like, so you want it to be in a poem, you want it to be in a bullet point, you want it to be in an essay, you want it to be in a report. So that's the format. Okay. And there are also additional components that you can actually include in your prompt so that you can get actually what you want. So it's not necessary, but adding this few into your prompt could actually help in generating a better result. Okay, so for example, giving it an example. All right. So let's say you have an example, then then Gemini can actually reference to that, then a follow up. So maybe you have a first prompt, then the next prompt you can actually follow up. Oh, what if I add on this stuff? So let's say you already prompted a line, then you got the result, then you can actually prompt another line so that it sounds like a follow up. So you are adding more and you are actually curious on getting a better response. Then limits. Limits mean giving the Gemini limits. So you can tell Gemini that you only want this particular stuff. So for example, I only want you to give an answer to this question, to this particular question. Don't give me answer to the other question. Yeah. So it's like giving it a limit. Then style and tone. Style and tone can also help you. So for example, if you're sending out email, if you want it to, maybe you want it to sound funny, maybe you want it to sound warm or friendly or sarcastic. Yeah, so you can actually add in that into your prompt. Okay, so how to structure your prompt? So here is an example. Okay, here is an example of how you can start your prompt. So persona, here you are a Google Cloud account executive. Then what is the context? The context is I want Gemini to draft a door opener email. Two, um, based on challenges in 2023 quarter 4 quarterly report. So that's the task. I want it to be the context, the task to be based on the challenges. And then what is the format? So limit it to 250 characters in a bullet point. So that's the format I want this draft door opener email to look like. Okay, so yeah, so here is an example. So maybe we can test it out for a little. So let me share my other screen for now. Entire screen, share. Okay, so let's open a new chat, right? So following the tips just now where you have the persona, the task, the context, and the format. So let's come up with our own. All right. So for example, right now, I am a cloud consultant. Help me write an email to the customer. So this is the context. So this is the task. The task is help me write an email to a customer. So context is the detail. So what is the detail? Regarding the use so I am a cloud consultant. Help me write an email regarding the use of Gemini in Google Workspace and how they can leverage on it. In a form. All right. So this is just a very simple example, right? So let's see how and what are the response that Gemini gives to me. All right. So here, it already suggests me what subject I can put as the header, then hide the client names and all of this. And then here are some key ways your company can leverage Gemini in Google Workspace. So you will be able to see that I have asked Gemini to give me uh, the the importance in bullet point, so it gives me in bullet point already. So if I like this prompt, I mean, if I like this result, then I can just copy paste this and put it in my email, or you can actually generate this in your email itself, then attach it to your email and you can already send the email to the customer. So that is one of the example. All right, so let's get back to our slides. Okay, then let us go for a quick demo with this example. So I have done the demo for you guys before this. So as I have shared with you guys before, additional prompt writing tips uh, is actually for you to get a better result. So writing instruction instead of question. For image generation, consider including the subject, the setting, the distance of the subject, the materials of the background. So this is useful if you want to generate an image, right? So let us do a quick demo on that again. So let me share with you my screen. Okay, so let's do it here. Open a new chat. Okay, help me create an image of a lady wearing a black dress in front of the Eiffel Tower, sipping a wine, glass of wine. Um, make it into a headshot photography style and in black and white. Okay, so this is how you want to create an image. So the more detail that you give Gemini, the better the image that it will be generating later. But if you are only giving AI a very simple prompt, then it will also give you a very simple result. So, some people, they will be writing a whole essay so that they will get the image that they want. Yes, so you can try that out yourself. So right now it's generating the image that we are asking for. So yeah, this is a lady in front of an Eiffel Tower sipping a wine, and yeah, and it's only the portion of her head is being positioned here because I've asked for a headshot photographic style. Yeah, so that's the result that you get. So feel free to test it out yourself. Okay. Now, I would also like to share how you can generate the best prompts for the very best results. So actually I have shared it with you before this, but this is another tip for you to get a better response. So which is by adding the word which turn this into a power prompt. So how you want to get a prompt from your prompt, a better prompt from your prompt. So for example, I already have a few prompts, right, before this. So let's say, help me generate an image of a lady in front of a sports car. Then I asked Gemini to help me come up with a better prompt. So at the back of that particular prompt, I asked it to turn this into a power prompt. Then once Gemini have suggested you that prompt, you can copy paste it, and you will get much more better results than you have prompted before this. Okay. So I guess we are almost at the end of our session for today. So today's sharing are focusing more on prompting, how you can prompt your Gemini to get the results that you want. And I believe that today's session is not really that long because it's just about prompting your AI, and it's better for you to test it out yourself. So I hope you have gained insights regarding how to test your limit for your Gemini, okay, and how to practice your prompt. So please feel free to join the quiz, scan the QR code, and the winner will be announced in the last session of the adoption series, which is on the 6th module. So today we are on the 3rd module, so there's another 3 module that you will need to attend. So if you want to get more Grab vouchers, so please attend more of our webinar after this. And I will be holding the screen for you for 5 minutes for you to take the quiz, to send QR code, and we will be ending the session. So I will freeze the screen over here for you to take the quiz. All right. I hope everyone enjoys today's session and I hope everyone is already able to scan the QR code and answer the question for the quiz. I hope to see you again in the next session. Maybe not. So, see you in our last module, which is the sixth module. And have a nice day.